Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Olaleye Akintemi. I officially retired from the NHS on 28th of April 2022 after 12 years of service. And I am going back to work today, 1st of May 2022. I know a lot of people will be surprised or confused. You retired on the 28th of April and you're going back to work on the 1st of May. Well, the way it works with NHS is that you can retire and go back to work 24 hours after you retired. So if you retire on the 28th of April, you can go back to work 24 hours after your retirement. So it's up to you when you decide to go back to work. It may not be the same with some other organizations. So you need to find out how this works in your organization. So this video series is going to be titled Retirement at Age 55. This is my story, and this is part 1 of this series. So what I'm going to be talking about are things which I believe will benefit a lot of people, and you can actually learn from my own experience, what I've done and how far I've gone and what I'm planning for the future. So let me tell you my story. Today, I'm going to talk about 2 areas where you need to actually take a very close look at before you actually retire at whatever age, whether it is 55 or 60 or 65. These 2 areas, you need to take a very close look at them. The first one is your state pension. Are you contributing your national insurance? And do you know how much you will receive when you get to the state pension age? And do you know whether you have the necessary, the right number of qualifying years to enable you to be able to receive the state pension? So basically, you need to contribute for a minimum of 10 qualifying years on the national insurance before you will be entitled to receive the state pension. And also your workplace pension. The organization you are working with at the moment may not be the only one you've worked with in your lifetime. So it's possible you may have worked with 2 or 3 or even 4 different organizations in the past. So you need to look for this organization, find out if you have any pension with them, and bring all your small pension pots together, or at least know how to access them and be able to manage them online. So let's get started with the state pension. For you to be able to access your state pension, you need to come into this government website, www.gov.uk. Once you're on this page, you click on Personal Tax Account, and then you click on Start Now. If you have previously registered, then you should have a government gateway user ID. If you have not previously registered to use the gov.uk website, then you need to click on Create Sign In, and then you enter your details and it will generate a government gateway user ID for you. So I've clicked on it, and then it will ask me for this code, which will be sent to my phone number. So let me see the code. This is just part of the security measure to be sure that the account you are trying to access is actually your account. It belongs to you. Right, so 621. Right, so once I've put in the code, then it should take me to the page. Oh, right, let me see, 752, 879. Okay. Good. So now I'm in the account. It shows I'm the owner of the account because they will send a security code to my phone number. And once I'm able to enter it, it brings me right in here. So under personal tax account on the gov website, gov.uk website, these are information that are actually personalized to you. So on this, in this tax account, personal tax account, you can see your taxable income. You can see the amount of tax you've paid over the years. You can see your national insurance contribution. You can see your state pension. There are a lot of information you can see, but the one we are concerned with today is the national insurance contribution. So let me show you how to access that. So the two areas we're going to look into will be national insurance record and the state pension forecast. So let me quickly remind you that there is a difference between the state pension and the workplace pension. The state pension is derived based on your national insurance contribution, and your workplace pension is based on the pension contribution that is deducted by your employer into a separate pension account, which they either set up and manage in-house, or which they have contracted to another company to actually manage. So let's have a quick look at the national insurance record. Just to let you know, this type of account has been set up for everybody, regardless of whether you access it or not. So it is your responsibility to actually register on the gov.uk website and to be able to access this information. So as you can see, it's telling me that I have 21 years of full contribution, 13 years to contribute before 5th April 2034. So 5th April 2034, that's when I will reach my state pension age. And at that stage, I don't need to contribute any more money. 8 years when you did not contribute enough. So basically, I have been contributing, this account was set up for me 27 years ago when I got my national insurance card. The day you get your national insurance card, this account will be set up for you. And every year they will be recording whether you make any contribution and whether the contribution you made is enough or not. That's if you make any national insurance contribution, it will be recorded. And whether it is full or not, that will be recorded as well. So over the last 27 years, I have made 21 years of full contribution towards the state pension. And if I continue to contribute for the next 13 years, then that will probably enable me to be able to get the maximum state pension that is allowable. So let me show you my pension forecast, the state pension forecast. Right, so if you contribute for 35 qualifying years, regardless of your job or which organization you're working with, the maximum amount you'll be able to get on the state pension is £185.15 a week, or £805.07 a month, or £9,660.86 per year. That's the maximum anybody can get, regardless of your job, the organization you work with. This is the maximum. So based on the number of years you've contributed, then you can see how much you have actually accumulated. So for me, with 21 years of a full contribution, I've been able to build up £120.87 per week. So even if I choose not to work again, then when I reach my state pension age, I will be able to claim £120.87 per week. This will be paid by the government into my bank account. But you need to know one thing: when you get to your state pension age, the government is not going to pay it automatically. You have to inform them you've now reached your state pension age and you want the money to be paid. So basically, I'm not going to waste too much time on this. You need to know how to be able to access your state pension. Know how much you've contributed so far, know if there's any gap in the contribution you've made, and if possible, you need to do a top-up. So let me just show you something quickly. So for any year that is not full, you have maximum of 6 years to be able to make additional contribution, and then the year that is showing not full can then be changed to full year. So if you do a top-up or you do an additional contribution, then if you have any gap in your contribution, which is showing as a year not full, then that can be changed to full year. So that's just it on the issue of national insurance contribution. Make sure you're paying your national insurance contribution. Make sure you register to use gov.uk and be able to monitor your national insurance contribution and other relevant information which you may be able to have access to. And now let's go to the issue of workplace pension. So you come to this website, www.gov.uk/find pension contact details. So once you're on this page, you click on Start Now. And then you click on Agree to the declaration. Okay, before I talk about how you can access your workplace pension, you need to know that the difference, there is a difference between state pension and the workplace pension. The state pension is derived based on your national insurance contribution, and your workplace pension is set up by your employer. And depending on which employer you're working for, that will determine how you will be able to access the information you need on this website. So here you can see, are you looking for an NHS, civil service, teachers, or armed forces pension? So if you are working with any of these organizations, or if you have worked with any of these organizations in the past, and you want to be able to locate them and then contact them and ask about your pension, then you click on yes, and then you click continue. And then you click on the appropriate link to be able to access any of these organizations. And then you can talk to them and give them your details. They will look into their record. If they find your name, they will update your record. You can ask them about your pension, and then you take it from there. So let's assume you are not working for any of these organizations and you have another workplace pension. So you click on no, and then you click on continue. So you have a workplace pension. Maybe you previously worked with, or you are working with maybe an insurance company, a bank, a solicitor firm, an accountant firm, or maybe you're working with an oil company. Whatever organization you're working with, it's still a workplace pension if the employer set up your pension. So you click on workplace pension, and then you click on continue. Okay, and it asks if you know the name of your employer who set up your workplace pension. You say yes. If you click on no, you might still be able to get some alternatives on how to move forward, but it's better if you sit down first and find out the name of the previous employer you work with or your current employer, and then you will be able to search for them. And when you search for them, you'll be able to get the information you need. So basically, most people would have worked in 2 or 3 or even 4 different places before they get to the final organization where they choose to retire finally. So let's assume, in my own case, I'm with NHS now, but I've previously worked with 3 different insurance companies in the past, about 15 years ago. And what I've done is I've actually traced those insurance companies. I found their phone number, I found their postal address, and I rang them up, spoke to them. They asked me for my national insurance number. I gave it to them. They looked into their record. They found my details. and then they update my record. I tell them my present address. I give them my current phone number, my current email address. They update my record, and they are able to tell me the current value of my pension. And then they give me access to be able to monitor and manage my pension online. And another one of them also have a Android app, which I can use to manage my pension. So you want to do the same. If you work with different organizations, trace them, find them out, update your record, and then have access to each of those small pension pots where you've worked previously. Even if you've only worked with them for 1 or 2 years, find out how much your pension has actually grown into from when you left them 5 years ago or 10 years ago. So let's say you know the name of your employer who set up your workplace pension. Then you click yes, and you click continue. Search using an employer's name. So let's say the previous company you work with is Tesco. You type in Tesco. And then you can see Tesco here. So you click on Tesco, and that's it. It comes up with the postal address of Tesco, and it also tells you their phone number. So the only thing you need to do at this stage is to either write Tesco and give your name and your details. Alternatively, it's better to actually ring them on the telephone number and then speak to them, tell them when you work with them, give them your name, your national insurance company, your national insurance number. They will be able to look into their record. And if they find your details, they will be able to tell you. And then you can ask, what is the current value of my pension? And how can I access this pension online, either on my laptop or using my mobile phone or through Android app or maybe iPhone app. And that way, you know how much money you have out there, because some people, they work with 2 or 3 different organizations and they simply forgot about those companies. In my case, I work with 3 previous insurance companies, but when I start searching for this previous insurance company, I discovered that I have money with 2 of them. I was able to claim about 2,000 from one and 5,000 from the second one, and I collected my money. So the best thing for you is think of how many organizations you've worked with in the past, trace them, find out how much they have for you, collect your money, and then wherever you are at the moment where you want to retire, know that you've got some state pension money, you've got some other small pots where you've worked, and also where you are now, you're going to get some lump sum, and maybe you might even be able to spread part of your pension over the rest of your life, and then you get a pension income every month. So it's actually good to take all these steps before you reach that final point when you're going to actually put in your retirement letter and then go ahead with your pension, with your retirement at the age of 55 or 60 or whatever age. So thank you for watching, and look forward to more videos from me about pension and retirement and about my story. Please click the subscribe button, click the like button, and also share this video with as many people as possible. I will be seeing you again very shortly when I will release part 2 of this video. Thank you.